Subscribe if you enjoy the video. Making your Viking home along a beautiful riverside is second best to almost nothing, but you don't want to get soaked in water every time you have to cross. So here's my guide to building a strong and sturdy bridge that doesn't just work well, but looks great too. Let's get into it. Firstly, set down 2 sets of wooden stairs next to each other. Then extend them each by 1. This will be the base incline for the bridge. Next, snap 2 2-meter log poles to each side of the stairs to mark the entrance. Then snap 2 26-degree log beams on each side, outlining the stairs. To finish the outlining, you first need to put down 2 sets of wooden floors. I like to orient them with the planks facing forwards, parallel with the orientation of the bridge. Now snap a 26-degree wooden roof cross on the bottom side of each floor. This won't stay in the final design, but it does help us get a snapping point for the railing. And if you're having trouble getting a snapping point like I am here, aim at this corner of the wooden floor, closest to the beginning of the bridge. It will help you get the snap a lot more easily. Next, take a 2-meter log pole and snap it so that it touches the wooden floor at its halfway point. Do this on both sides. Then, snap 2 more 26-degree log beams from the top of the pole until it meets the first log poles you put down. We now have our railing, and you can delete the crosses. Now, depending on the level of water you're building over, use either 2 or 4-meter log poles and extend down towards the ground to get more stability. Now I'll try to finish the entire bridge foundation before beginning on the details. Extend the floors out by 1 more, then add a 4-meter log beam on either side. You should be able to get the beam to sit just under the floor. So for every 2 wooden floors, we'll want to extend another log pole down to give us more stability. But you'll notice we can't get that exact snap point as the first pole without some guidance. So take another 4-meter log beam and snap it to the top portion of the bottom beam. This will give you the snap point for the 2-meter log pole to just sit right on top. From there, extend the pole down to the ground again for stability. And at this point, you're likely in deeper water, which may be causing some problems. I like to place a combination of walls and half walls to stand on top of when building over water. It gives you a good perspective and makes things much easier. Also, if you're having trouble finding a snapping point for the log poles underwater, you might just not be able to get one. Instead, just try clipping one pole into the other and you should get it to a point where even though it's not snapped, it will still provide the stability needed. Now just continue placing floors, beams, and poles until you're close enough to the other side that you can begin to place your stairs declining down to the ground. Replicate this part with the same design as we did in the beginning. Also, just keep in mind to begin your stairs after that 2-floor gap to keep it symmetrical. Now we're almost done. Go back and delete that bottom layer of beams you used for guidance, as we won't be needing them anymore. In that gap, we'll be using 26-degree log beams facing down, snapping just underneath the log beam outlining the floors. Do this on each side to create a triangular shape, which just adds some detail and makes the bridge look sturdier. Again, replicate this in each gap, and now we're on to the final step, the railing. Here we'll be using the 4-meter log beam once again, but unfortunately there is no way to snap this portion. But free snapping isn't much of an issue, just line it up as best as you can with the diagonal railing by the stairs, and you won't even be able to tell. Once you get it to a point you like, extend it across to the other side, and your bridge is complete. There you have it, a compact bridge design that looks sturdy and, in my opinion, pretty cozy. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and consider subscribing. Leave a comment letting us know where you'll be using this bridge design, and with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.